Magnum, true to pleasure.
Too oily or too dry? Take control with Celotex Hydration Facial Wash. Expert 2-in-1 care that cleanses plus moisturizes. Get cleansing with a plus. Celotex.
Gawing all-wonderful ang tortang talong with Magic
So, no, kung paano nag-work to. Pero,
onion and garlic, ground meat at spices. Also available, new Maggi Sabihin Sarap. Try na! Meron ka ng tuwing gagalaw? Sign na yan to invest in your flexi-age with Calcium A with high levels of calcium and vitamin D3 to help strengthen bones and flexi boosters to help support flexible joints. Calcium A.
Ang love yan.
ang bukas tayo NBA.
Kung makikinig lang tayo sa ating mga kababayan, extraordinary na ang problema.
Kung ako po ay nabibigyan ng 10,000, gagamitin ko po itong pangdagdag puhunan.
Kaya kailangan extraordinary ang solusyon. Kailangan na mapasa ng Kongreso ang 10,000 ayuda.
Tapos pala naka-high. Mas medyo mababa lang.
Tulungan natin ang bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Matutulungan natin yung buong bansa at ang ating ekonomiya.
Kami ang Energy Generation. At araw-araw na natin gagawin. Energy kami to reach for the sky. Energy to pursue our passion. And energy to power through the day.
That's why I switched to all new first ever. How do you keep yourself immune before anything else? Vitamin C na walang hapisa dyan. Farex Sodium Ascorbate. Tayo wala kang bataan. Gusto natin ng coffee taste sa sakto. Lactose strong.
At ang creaminess, sakto din. Not too creamy.
Gusto natin, improve brown coffee. Improved coffee ko brown coffee. Not too strong, not too creamy. Just right.
Coffee ko brown coffee. Saktong timpla. Kaya masarap.
I just lost my left arm and my right hand going.
Arestado ang babaeng sangkot umano sa tinatawag na honey love scam. Ayon sa anak ng biktima, sa isang dating app daw nakilala ng kanyang inang OFW ang isa umang lalaking dayuhan. Ang modus, kunwaring nagpadala ng target sa Pilipinas ng love scammer. Pero bago ito makuha ng anak ng biktima, nang hingi ng pera ang scammer para raw matubos ang paketeng naipit sa airport at customs. Sabi ng mga otoridad, na-trace sa isang babaeng taga Tuguegarao City ang pera mula sa biktima. Nakadetinis siya ngayon sa Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Depensa naman ng suspect, inutusan lang daw siya
Wait
ng
lang.
kanyang kapatid na OFW na tanggapin ang
Border
pera.
escape.
May mga bagong dapat daw ako
Labo,
matasya
guys.
ng aking hubby, Drew Arellano Saka. Pero bago yan, may extra challenge na role na ginampanan si Rochelle Pangilinan para sa wish ko lang. Yan ang chika ni Garza Chavez.
Sa fresh episode ng Wish Ko Lang bukas, gagampanan ni Rochelle Pangilinan ang papel ng triplets na lahat ay magkakaroon ng relasyon sa karakter ni Irving Pihadre. Hindi raw birong hamon para kina Rochelle at Irving ang kanilang role, lalo pat may maiinit na love scenes.
Thankful ako kay Irving Nicolai kasi sobrang inalagaan niya ako. Hindi siya yung parang artista na bala na.
Siyempre, yung sasabi sa akin na diba?
Bago ang Wish Ko Lang, isang inang pumasok sa kulto at isang anak na pinipilit siyang mailabas rito ang takbo ng two-part episode ng Tadhana. Tampok ang mag-inang Alma Moreno at Van Gogh kasama sina Samantha Lopez at Jeremy Sabido.
Ang hirap ng role namin. First time ko kasi magkaroon ng
live ulit. Pero eventually naman, regular. Yung pagpapag naging the zone ulit.
Makakakaulang naman ang programa with your
Kids nowadays, their source of information talaga is actually coming from their smartphones.
May isa pa ba sa ang kanilang mascot na si Tuklas. May guest co-host ang hilarious kapuso din.
Sinabi sa sarili ko mag-aaral pero hindi na. Tama ba? Kanina ko dapat mag-aaral ako eh, pero mo nagpa-Minecraft ako ngayon.
Only takes review
Dapat diba? Bigati.
before the show starts. So doon ako na bibilit talaga kayo. Tsaka yung boost ng ng confidence eh.
He's the one who's guiding them dito sa League of Legends. So talagang hindi na naging mahirap yung adjustment ko dito sa project na ito kasi nag-set para i-guide ako.
War Santiago updated sa showbiz happenings.
Bukas na ulit sa publiko ang isa sa mga sikat na pasyalan sa Tagaytay City. Kaya sa mga bibisita nito, may mga parking tulad sa rin sa kailangan yung suri. Yan ang lahat na ganito man.
May panibagong pinuntahan naman ang magbabarkada at ang kagaanak dito sa Tagaytay. Yan nga ang pagbubukas ng isang amusement park dito.
Magbabarkada at magkakapag-anak ang nagpunta sa muling pagbubukas ng Sky Ranch dito sa Tagaytay City. Pero bago makapasok, dadaan muna sa health protocols, gaya ng pagsagot sa health declaration form at pagkuha sa temperatura. Pagpasok ng ilan, post agad dito, post doon. Ang magkakaanak na ito, nanggaling pa raw Pasig. Hindi lang banding sa Tagaytay ang ipinunta. Nag-TikTok pa habang background ang Taal Volcano.
Masaya po kasi ngayon pwede na po lumabas although may protocol na ako with face shield and face mask na ako. Pero masaya din po ako sa maganda yung view.
Okay naman po. Nakita namin maganda ng picture.
Pero tanging yung mga nasa NCR Plus Malacca ang pwedeng pumunta sa Tagaytay City.
Pala, naka-live ng upload tayo sa YouTube. Kalimutan ko.
Dito sa Sky Ranch. Pero yung mga nakausap naman natin, may guest dito, kapag nakita na
Alam
nila,
guys,
hihingan niya.
so parehas tayong naka-live tayo sa YouTube at the same time
Lamang ng dating kapasidad na 15
naka-live tayo sa
pinapayagang makapasok bilang pag-iingat sa COVID-19. Sa ngayon, leisure walking,
naka-live tayo sa
picture-taking pa lamang
tawag
ang
dito?
pinapayagan dito. Dahil wala
Sa Facebook.
pang rides, ang entrance sa 100 pesos, 50% off ngayon. Si Monica Garcia at mga kasamang kapwa Colombian. Ngayon lang daw nakarating ng Tagaytay. Wala ko sa kanila kung di pa pwedeng mag-rides.
Oh, actually, it's so amazing, you know. It's like you have a beautiful view of
yeah,
the
naka-live
Tagaytay.
tayo parehas YouTube and Facebook.
Here with the friends, you're
So
chilling,
tinutry ko lang
having
kung
relaxing time.
paano nagsasabay yun.
Park na angkop sa mga bitbit sa pamamasyal ang kanilang aso.
Ayun, oh.
Ang chow-chow na ito. Enjoy
Naka-live tayo
paglalakad.
sa i-ano ko yung aking YouTube
Pero sa
channel.
ngayon ay hindi pa pwedeng mamasyal dito yung mga bata sapagkat 18 to 65 years old lamang yung pinapapasok sa park. 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. bukas itong
comment ko
park
dito.
kung weekdays at kung weekend
Ay, hindi
naman
pala
ay
to.
8 a.m.
Mali.
to 8 p.m. bukas ito. Yan ang latest mula rito sa Tagaytay, naramdamang lamig sa 24 degrees Celsius.
Ito ko pala yan.
Maraming salamat sa iyo. Iyan po. Nagpapalili na sila Senador Bongo at Franklin Drilon sa sesyon ng Senado.
Wait lang guys.
Gusto kasi ni Bongo na pigilan na ang interpellation para sa pinagpanukalang pagdudahin ang national government na potohan ang ilang provincial hospital. Bukod po rito si Bongo, mahalagaan ng mga busisi ang paksa, bagay na sinang-ayon sa lahat ng ibang senador. Pero bit ni Bo, hindi na kaya ng mga LGU ang gastos sa pagpapatayo ng mga ospital kaya dapat tumulong na ang national government. Binanggit ko rin nun ang mandanas ruling ng Supreme Court kung saan dapat daw nakunin ang internal revenue allotment ng mga LGUs.
So, napin ko na yung ating ano.
Kolekta ng BIR at Costo.
Ay, hindi ko muna
Sa huli,
napin.
nakasundo ang mga senador na ipagpatuloy na lang ang pagtalakay sa paksa sa susunod na linggo.
Wait. Tipin muna natin yung comment ko.
Nasa kamay na po natin dito sa Senado. Bakit pa natin papatagalin pa, Mr. President? Paikot-ikot na po usapan dito, Mr. President.
Yan.
Alam naman po
Nakapin na yung comment. Alright.
sinasadya
So, game. Try na natin mag-NBA, guys. Nakaka-purchase lang natin nito eh.
Suspension. Baka mapabilis tayo, but I resent and I take strong objection to the statement na pinapakailangan ito.
Ngayong inaasahan ko ng Pilipinas ang support na militar mula sa Amerika sakaling gusulubin ng China.
Ayan.
Ang
Game.
mga natin. May mga nagtatanong
Try na natin, guys.
ng mutual defense treaty sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at Amerika ang
Hindi tayo makakonect sa ano eh.
sa pagtutok ng JP
Try muna tayo ng
Pilipinas na walang panama
laptop.
kumpara sa superpower na China. Pero ang isa sa sinasandalan nito, lalo na sa usapin ng agawan ng teritoryo sa West Philippine Sea, ang Amerika.
Ay, wait. Tingnan mo natin yung settings ko.
Noong August 30, 1951,
Para
nakasaad sa tratado na kinikilala ng Pilipinas at Amerika na kapwa mapanganib sa kanila ang armadong pag-atake sa dalawang bansa sa Pasipiko.
Video set.
Kaya kapwa sila magtutulungan upang harapin ang panganib na ito. Lunes ng gabi, ipinunto ni dating Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile na kung babasahin ang Mutual Defense Treaty o MDT, hindi daw nito saklaw ang West Philippine Sea. Ito rin daw ang sinabi sa kanya noon ng mga
Try
opisyal
natin.
ng Amerika.
Kung may mangyari sa
first
West
stream
Philippine Sea between China and
with
the Philippines, I think hindi
25 lang. 21 lang.
yung mutual defense
Gawin natin 30.
Pagkausap mo
31.
ang mga opisyalis ng Amerika, sasabihin na, we will help you, we will protect
Yan
you,
yung labo ng ano.
help you rescue.
May problem siguro. Hindi ko alam.
Hindi natin maasa.
Ang problema. Kasi kanina hindi naman ganito eh.
Nakasaad na saklaw nito ang armed attack sa metropolitan territory ng Pilipinas at Amerika o sa kanilang mga isla sa Pacific Ocean o mga armed forces, public vessels at aircraft sa Pasipiko. Walang binanggit na South China Sea. Ang Pacific Ocean nasa pagitan ng
Game.
Pilipinas
Let's
at
go.
Amerika. Habang ang South China Sea nasa kabilang bahagi ng Pilipinas, palayo sa Amerika at mas malapit sa China. Ang bahagi ito ng South China Sea, ang tinatawag nating West Philippine Sea, ang ating Exclusive Economic Zone o
Try.
Sa
Game.
press conference noong 2019, ninoy US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo
Natin po. Uy! My goodness.
Pilipinas sa South China Sea sa bisa ng MDT.
Lagging is real. Bakit ganito? Uy, ano yun? Ano ba tol?
Noong isang buwan din, nakausap ni DOJ Secretary Teodoro Locsin ang
Uy,
kasalukuyan
napeke.
State si Anthony Blinken at inulit ng US official na applicable ang MDT sa South China Sea. Sa pinakahuling pahayag, US President
Uy! 1-0. Ay, all 1 pala.
These areas of the world
Uy!
farmers, trade, shipping remain peaceful. Whether that's the South China
Grabe.
Sea, the Arabian
Wait.
Gulf, and increasingly the Arctic.
Options.
It's of vital interest to
Ay, hindi.
America's
Camera pala. Camera tayo.
unimpeded flow of global commerce.
Hinihingan pa namin ng komento si Locsin tungkol sa MDT. Pero nitong Marso nang humarap siya sa
Yan.
Commission on Appointments, inulit niya ang mga pangako ni Pompeo at Blinken sakaling salakayin ng China ang barko ng Pilipinas.
2K.
We do have a mutual defense treaty which says very clearly,
Yes.
it's been explained by Secretary Pompeo,
and Secretary of State linked
Okay.
after him with that. Any attack on a Philippine vessel, however small, as long as it is a government vessel, like a Coast Guard, is an attack on the United States.
Oy.
It triggers the Mutual Defense Treaty. Immediately, that response is, shall I say, global. Una naman, retired Supreme Court Senior Associate Justice Antonio Carpio, kinokontra ni Enrile
Ay! Grabe yun!
ng MVP ang South China Sea. Sa pahayag daw ng dating senador na ilathala ng
Ginagaw mo,
1992,
Lebron.
sinabi ni Enrile na ang MVP ay pwedeng i-apply sa South China Sea. Bakit sa
Iya.
paniwala ni US Secretary of State Cyrus Vance Jr. Pero itinanggi ito ngayon ni Enrile.
Wala nga, i-shoot mo naman, Lebron. Diyos ko po naman. Kupal-pal. Isa pa. Ah,
So, Senator,
galit mo si Lebron.
West Philippines is included in the MVP.
Uy, lang yan, pumigay pa.
Lunes ng gabi rin, sinabi ni Enrique na walang choice ang Pilipinas kundi makipagnegosasyon.
Ay!
Mas malaki ang mawawala dito kung
Tumat mo
gagawin
nilua.
ito ang China. Pero ayon sa journalist si Marites Vito, iba ang sinabi sa
Hindi ka pwedeng pumasok, man. Hindi ka pwedeng pumas.
2016.
Grabe naman yun.
Noon daw sinabi ni Enrique na dapat i-assert o
Bigyan natin na mag... Ay!
ang karapatan
Baka
sa
lumabas.
Philippine Sea. Ang bahagi ng kanilang kay Enrique
Nagawa mo, Lebron.
ito na rock solo tungkol sa kung paano naipanalo ng Pilipinas ang arbitral case laban sa China.
Uy!
Tinanong namin sa Enrique kung
Grabe naman yun.
You don't recall
Ay, buti na lang, out of bounds. Laman ng tres. Nice one. Gandang tres yun. Shoot na gano'n
which is
ang
Senator, you don't recall what you told her, you already changed
Not bad, not bad. Ay, bilis naman nun.
Dati nang sinabi ng DFA
Grabe.
na ang mga gusot sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at China pagdating sa isyu ng kagawa ng teritoryo ay pinag-usapan
Oy!
ng BCM o bilateral
Nakalimutan mo hanggang
consultation
31 to boy.
China at Pilipinas. Kinumpirma ni Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Zhao Lijian na magkakaroon muli ng BCM ang dalawang bansa na inaasahang laganap ngayong araw sa pagitan ng mga opisyal ng China at Pilipinas.
Habol
Wala
tayo.
pang joint statement na inilabas ang DFA at China kaugnay sa
Akin
meeting
to,
na ito.
men.
JP Soriano, nakatuto, 24 oras.
Ah! Hindi ako payag. Hindi ako payag, men.
Sinunuan sa Laguna, may dagdag dyan ang kanya dahil sa balut, ito ay naabot.
Tangkad! Ubo! Go, mo, men. Hoy! Fade away.
Ang graduation photo nito ni Jordy Grace Araneta kasama ang tatay niyang si Mang Rodolfo ng Sinilogan, Laguna.
Oh, ay, tanga, iwan.
Ipinagmalaki ng mag-ama
Ang bubo naman dun.
si Jordy dahil sa pagtitinda ni Tatay Rodolfo
Ay!
ng balut. Kwento ni Tatay Rodolfo, 10 taon na siyang nagtitinda ng balut. Dito raw siya
Lebron, kaya mo Lebron.
para sa araw-araw na pangangailangan ng kasama.
Parang lasing si Lebron ngayon ah. Ay! Kapos! Ah, ang problema mo, Lebron! Oo, ano nga si Lebron?
Dahil sa curfew na ipinatutupad ngayong pandemya,
Bang, bang.
humina ang kita niya sa pagtitinda ng balut. Kaya naman nagtitinda rin siya ng pandesal, nangangalap ng basura, at minsan
kalamay.
pagkumpuni ng appliances.
Sige, tulak lang. Hoy! Grabe. Yun.
Sa pagtinda ng balut. Kaya kung tutusin, kulang
Oh, Iwan. Iwan na naman. Nadakdakan na naman po ni Lebron. Diyos mia, Marian.
sa pagkakagulad sa kanila.
Ano naman yun, sir?
Pupursige siyang tapusin ang senior high school.
Malaki ka lang. Oh, ulo. Magagawin nun. Iwan to. Uy, Iwan. Napunit. Let's go.
Plano ni Jordy na kumuha ng kursong nursing sa kolehiyo. At para hindi raw maging pagkalat sa
Tumulak na.
alam niya, mag-working student.
Ayos siya.
Payo ni Jordy sa mga kapwa niya estudyanteng pilit na pinagtatapos ng kanilang mga magulang.
Talaga na matindi.
Atin na imperial na kabuto.
Hindi. Sasama. Uy, ito sa...
Mag-init, kontakin nyo sa magulo ko, sabihin nyo, hindi ka mamamag kayo, kung tarot, pagkakin siya na, kailangan natin yung ginagawa.
Iniwan ko. Uy. Nakakit to. Takal lumabas. Ano na gagawin?
Ito ang GMA.
Payag. Sabong international to.
Ito ay rated SPG. Striktong patnubay at gabay ng magulang ang kailangan.
Sabong PG.
Lengguwahe, karahasan, sexual, horror o droga na hindi angkop sa mga bata.
Kalma lang. Tumalagpas. Ay, nako. Supal-pal na naman. Nice one. Ay, grabe. Yung payag. Tangkad. Oy. Grabe, ganda nun. Kaya lang wala. Uy. Wala, ganda sana. Bye-bye. 90 na po mga kaibigan. Grabe, tumulak. Ito siya. Oy. Ay. Kitchen call. Nag-tres sa sentro. Nice one. Lamang tayo. Uy. Uy, nice one. Dito na lang. Wala, hindi siya shoot yan. Hindi siya shoot yan. Hindi siya shoot yan. Sa palpal.
Ha? Mamaya ka pa?
Uy, grabe, ganda nun. That fade away. Grabe, ganda nun. Yan na naman, mga kaibigan. Butata na naman. Supal pala. Supal pala ulit. Pata natin ang tres. Bang bang. Labas, labas.
Ayun, sa dito na sa baywang niya. Ayun, sa baywang niya.
Ang ginagawa ko. Nabuta sa hangin. Ano, iwan naman to. Yaha. Ay! Excuse me. Ay! Bang! Ay, wala nga, nag-flop. Nag-usap. Nag-flop ng pusa. Wala nga. Ay! Saan punta, labas. Nice. Galing. Lima na lang tayo. Ay, hindi, 6. Uy. Nice. Uy, napik. Nabayaan ko. Ilagaran. Uy, tutumba, lasing. Wala. Buwan. Grabe, favorite. Favorite yung fade away. Pitching foul pa. Oop. Buwan ang bola. Bang bang. Grabe yun. Dalawa na lang. favorite yung fade away, no? Favorite case yung fade away. LeBron for 3. Sobra, Diyos ko po. Favorite. Walang niya. Nice one. GG. Tingnan kayo sa YouTube. Kaya parehas tayo naka-live sa YouTube at saka sa Facebook. At the same time. Kuwait. Kuwait tayo. Kuwait.
Go to school with they be on computers. They said they be liking all my music cause I always kept it real and I ain't never plan on losing. This one for the people with big dreams.
Try na kaya natin kung ano. Mabaho kaya yung ano yung yung kung low.
I'ma go hard till I pass out. I've been in my zone talking. They said that boy crazy, spaz out. The sky is the limit, I'll never max out. What? I just want to be a
Connected na ba ako? Ay, connected na pala ako.
I just want to be a legend. People know my name and they never.
Ayun, connected na ako. Ayan, pwede tayo mag-online guys, oh. Kung gusto nyo. Tara, may career tayo. Let's go, may career tayo, boys. Tara. Nag-login na siya, nag-login na. Kanina dito yung login eh. Bakit kaya? Alang ya. Share nyo naman yung live stream natin guys. Ano lang to guys? Test stream lang. Test stream. Test stream man yun. Test stream. May career tayo.
And with Redfield, they care quite a bit about their athletics. Tons of money from donations have found their way to the school. They have a lot to show for it. Taking a look to see who Newark is starting with. The engine of this team is in their backcourt with Day at the 1 and Junior at the 2. You have Lack and Zadirko playing the small and power forward spots respectively. Then at center, it's the senior Marcelo. Fox is starting with the group of Lee and star sophomore Rosenberg in the backcourt. Joseph and Bishop make up that forward pairing, and it's big Bobby Andrews getting the start at center. And with Renfield from the gym to their uniforms, you can usually count on everything being state of the art.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Who wouldn't want to play?
Wait. Yung ko muna. Hindi ko kasi makita eh. Uy, RJ. Kala. Hindi ko kasi makita yung comment eh. Alright, we're back. Wala akong stand lang yan.
Here. It feels like a country club. And as a result, a lot of potential standout athletes will try and get into Renfield's district just because of how nice the facilities are.
Here's Day. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Junior with it. Lee picks him up.
Ano ba yan?
Marceda, good.
The Eagles need this from Marceda at center.
Go,
Fighting
go.
hard to win boards and finish the play strong.
Renfield calls timeout, so both teams.
So wala pa tayong points hanggang ngayon, no?
Here's Mason. Pass to Brothers. Kennedy. Sheffield outside. Returns it to Kennedy. Now Junior. He's guarded by Roberts. And while Coach Bishop
Bolak
didn't
naman.
play ball
Sobrang
himself in
delay
high
naman nun,
school, he
men.
wasn't a standout athlete.
Ba't ganun?
I remember hearing about him playing. Very much of a game manager type of guard. Coach didn't try to do too much with him. He had strong fundamentals
Gago,
and
hindi mo na-
overachieved given his lack of athleticism. Pretty much exactly what you wanted a coach.
Good on the
Grabe.
bucket. Nice read from the big
good
man.
salad.
Joseph doing an excellent job.
Siguro dahil
analyzing
naka-stream
defense,
ako.
picking them apart. He couldn't capitalize on the poor coverage, and the defense has to feel a little bit lucky that he missed.
He's got to give that shot another chance.
Grace gets the bucket. And a heads up play there to
naman yun.
drain the bounce, capitalize on that second opportunity. They're having trouble creating any kind of offense.
And you can really sense them tightening up a little bit at this point.
And the shot
Oh,
goes in.
nakapuntos din.
And they encourage Junior to take that shot. If he receives the ball in space, they want him to be aggressive.
Sabi. Ah, sino binubuta mo dun?
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone by so
Ay.
far. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Eagles.
Layo, man.
That right there, an inexcusable turnover. And while every game hasn't been smooth sailing for Newark, one thing you can see from this team is they are improving each game. And Joe, that's a big credit to both Coach Bishop as well as the senior leadership on Newark. It's been a special year for this group in large part to their hard work. To the left side.
Wait, still.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. He was on that pass in a flash. Read it, reacted, picked it off. And the Eagles making a change here. Quarter number 2 in just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now Junior, right side.
Ayaw.
And lots of contact there, missing the shot, and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Troy Lee. Good job by Sadirko sticking it out on the tough play. He smartly
Why
turns
are you
the
like
aggressive
that?
defense into a trip to the line. The first one falls. And so he hits them both.
This one.
Second
Those
quarter of play
reviewers.
with almost 3 minutes gone by so far. Pass to Bishop. And a foul on the shot.
Uy.
He'll go to the stripe for 2. Jonathan Lack picks one up.
Maabot pa sa shooting
Well,
yun.
it's been a good start for the season for the Eagles. You can see their confidence grow with each win they notch.
The win helps, but this team knows they have a great roster with the
Ah.
addition of Junior. He's made everyone else better around him, especially with the attention he commands. The body language of this team is completely different than last year.
Knocked away.
Sayang.
Pass to Andrews. Rosenberg. And the turnover by Newark East.
Wait.
Outside, Bishop.
Sobrang dilim. Pasok yan. Damn, bro.
Yep, count it. Super solid read by Lee. Spots the open man, instantly sends the pass in for an easy assist.
Well, he's already the star of this team, and he's only a sophomore. Connor Rosenberg expected to do big things for the Foxes this year in the next 2
What?
Good work there as it goes. Solid touch on the floater. Lee knows he has the green light to shoot when he's given the opportunity.
Junior with it. Bishop defending. And that's good for Junior. A minute and a half of basketball played here in the third.
The Deads. Ayan, putik.
Rosenberg with the bucket.
Tutuloy na bantayan.
Bishop with a smooth pass, showing some great court awareness and finding the opening.
Oh.
Buries it from
Bang.
three-point range. He's one of the guys. They don't mind taking the three in transition when he's that open. And Andrews, that's good. A nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
And they hold a big margin in the rebounding department, completely dominating the boards.
And Junior, as many of you know, is the son of Duke, one of the largest figures in Newark hoops history.
And I don't know why Junior waited so long to get into the game of basketball, but I bet his father would be elated now that he's on the floor. Duke was a legend in the area, and Junior would be lucky to have that same kind of impact.
Timeout called by the Eagles.
Nice.
Terrific work from Joseph, wanting to make an impact on defense and accomplishing it with a block.
And as we end the third quarter of play, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Fox. Well, the fourth quarter getting going here. Great matchup so far between the Eagles and the Foxes in this one. And Robert Andrews gets double teamed.
And let's talk Bishop on the Fox. He was the star of the team before Rosenberg stepped up onto varsity, but he's still a very valuable contributor.
And for a kid his age, you have to applaud the way he stepped aside to let Rosenberg do his thing. That's not always easy to do when you're a teenager, but Bishop's put the team first and shown great senior leadership.
Kailangan pa tayong babaan kasi i-stream natin ito ng ilang alam mo na tayo, tigil kasi tayo sa drift. Parang ito muna. Shit.
You have to be careful how you guard Joseph. When he's inside, he's capable of drawing fouls.
And he makes the first. The Eagles making a switch here. And he gets both of them.
Kita nyo namamatay yung screen. Hindi ko alam kung ba.
In the rebound differential. Yet another reason they controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They have taken the initiative.
That can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took. Even though he's little compared to the big man on the floor, he's done some tall work on those boards.
The basket is good. And the center for this team, Robert Andrews, who his teammates call Big Bobby Andrews, is a looming presence for them in the paint.
And even though he's a high schooler, a lot of fans will describe Andrews as having old man strength. He's just very difficult to move or get an edge on with his deceptive brawn.
Here you go.
Shot's good. Junior's already developing some pretty strong mechanics. You can see the potential in his stroke.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line that
backcourt.
time. The Foxes making a switch here. Timeout called by the Eagles.
He's been ice cold, like a cooler, forcing a lot of shots, and the team suffering. Instead, he needs to get the ball moving, get other teammates involved right now.
Three-point.
But they recover it. And that one drops.
Look how the Eagles rely on Zadirko. He always gives 110% on offense to keep the play alive and ensure they score.
Drills it from deep. And with Rosenberg, you have to be careful of his shot. He owns a very quick and deadly release.
His shooting motion, though, it just looks so easy, doesn't it? One of the best shooters in the state, and it's hard to believe that he's just a sophomore.
Deflected. And something seems to be bothering Junior out there. He's favoring his leg.
Yeah, looks like something might have gone wrong with his knee on the last trip down. You hate to see that late in a game like this one. You have to wonder if he'll be able to keep playing.
Hey, defense, nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. He just can't seem to dial it up this half.
Nako, napilay itong aking karakter. Yari.
And it's good for two. And everything's going their way right now. That's how it's been for them all game long.
And this late in the game, there's a little chance that they're going to let a lead like this slip away.
Ayaw talaga sumot.
And Robert Andrews gets double teamed. And Renfield, one of the nicer schools in the area, their community puts a lot of time and effort into the school, and the results are easy to see.
Well, it's one of the more affluent areas in the state, and everybody knows it. Still, it's always nice to see a community rally around their high school and give them the resources they need.
And buckets like this get Dave fired up, demonstrating some muscle on the physical finish.
Sabi na iwan.
Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback.
You can't let someone of his skill go unbodied around the rim. Box him out. Get him away from the basket. He'll make you pay with that tip in, just like we saw.
What a monster on the glass. I'll bet you haven't seen too many rebounding efforts like this, Danny.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It takes an extraordinary combination of talent and desire to put in the kind of performance that he has.
And that'll do it for us in this one. Renfield is able to defend their home court despite a fantastic effort from Junior and the rest of the Eagles.
Well, I think the difference tonight was Connor Rosenberg. You take him out of this lineup, and the Eagles are able to walk away with the win tonight.
That may be true, Danny, but we just didn't see enough from the Eagles starting group. I expected some bigger games from some of the players, but ultimately, the Foxes just had more to give tonight.
And the Foxes get the win, and with that, we'll say goodbye. I'm Joe Lamy, and on behalf of Drake Hugo and Denny Hogger, we'd like to thank you for watching this presentation of Garden State IAA Athletics. Have a good evening, everyone.
Ayan na, bagong interview na naman.
Easy now. It's okay, coach. If I found out to play just
Ito yung kinagandaan sa ano eh. Ito yung kinagandaan sa NBA 2K21 eh. May storyline siya. Nabilay. Pilay ako eh. Nabalian ng buto, grabe.
Archie? Hey. Oh, take it easy, boy. Slow down. So how am I doing now? You show some things. Got some good tape to show the right people.
May pagkalag pa din siya.
That's a step. You show some upside, but you still got to step it up. 2 games is still just a small sample size, but it could get the recruiters in the gym. Then you seal your deal, assuming that's okay.
Yeah, it's just a sprain. I'll probably be limited in this game, but I can still play.
Just like the old man. Played through it all, even in the
On a busted
championship.
foot, and still dropped to 40.
You know the story.
I know all the stories, Archie.
It's cold out here, man. Let's get something to eat on me. Hola, linda. Como you?
Ay.
Yeah. This time I'm working with this kid. I'm working with this one.
Junior, me dá um braço.
She said you better go over here and give her a hug. She remembers when you were a baby.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Please, sit on the house. Obrigada.
Yeah, man, photos on these walls. Man, y'all knew, I never knew that man.
Ayun o, kailangan may ayusin pa ako dito eh.
That's why.
Look, I'm gonna stop you right there, all right? This is not gonna be a situation where you start becoming my mentor and give me all type of life advice, all right? Like, I'm not a victim. I don't got no daddy issues. The man you knew is just not the man I knew. That's all.
So what about the next game?
Coach just wants me to sit until I get healthy.
I agree. Isn't the game after the next one the big invitational at the Barclays? A lot of elite players are going to be there from around the country.
Yeah, Hendrix Cobb.
Your father used to coach him, right?
Yeah, he was tight till his family moved to New Orleans when we were 12.
Y'all still talk?
Yeah, here around the social.
His name is number 1 on every board that matters. He's the show, which makes it easy for us to get people there who can push the needle. But that needle ain't gonna budge if you're limited.
All right, so what's up, Archie? I mean, clearly you got connections and everybody knows you. So why aren't you working some college job?
Oh, I did. Big 10, Big East. Did it for 20 years. Then competition got a little heavy. I started coloring outside the lines a little.
You get banned?
No, nothing that dramatic. Still get a job, but when you got that scarlet letter on your chest.
And I'm your way back in?
That's right.
How should I trust you, man?
Kamukha ko.
Your timeline is short.
Kamukha ko.
If you don't got 5 guys like me knocking at your door, I'm probably your only chance. Look, I loved your father like a brother.
Ay,
and if I was struggling,
thank you kay Papa.
Past, I
Sa
didn't think I'd have a
200
chance to
stars,
repay him.
thank you.
Maybe this is my shot. So please just think about it, right?
Panoorin muna natin guys yung storyline. Mukha ko yun. Ako yun eh.
Yo, Archie, hold up. Yo, I'm in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I won't let you down.
Ayusin ko muna yung settings niya.
Give me that ball, man. Wasting my time. Make your move when you got it. You got the angle. Take the step. Commit.
You got it. Fine.
Wasting my time. I got you. I got you. That's what you got to say?
What do you expect me to say?
I don't want you to say. I want you to start putting in the work. Put in the work, Junior. I worked so hard on my step back, the heels on my Jordans unraveled. I gave my heart, my last breath to my team. Everyone I played for in Australia.
Yeah, I heard this story before, Pop. It's getting
But
old.
you're not listening. You got it all figured out now? Why, because you got a little bit of talent because you put in a little bit of work? You're going to get old, football player. You'll see. You can cut your whole heart out for this game. What's it going to get you? For what? Look at me. Where am I right now? You better be prepared to give everything to this game. And it still not be enough. Get your head in the game, check ball. Face up. Kick it in.
Trainer says if you play in the next game and the knee doesn't get worse, it'll be probably 60, 70% for the invitational next week. But if you sit out, you'll be 100%.
If I can play, I can play.
Win games too. I'll take my decision.
Wait, Coach, you can't.
Sitting. I protect my players no matter what, even from themselves. It's too important for your health and your future.
Ano
End
kaya
of
pwedeng
story.
gawin para hindi mga yung... Continue natin. Ay, parang hindi ko manaki ng Teo. Mali. Kailangan ko pala ayusin yung settings muna.
Welcome to another presentation of Garden State IAA Hoops. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Tonight, the Newark East Eagles are going up against the North High Dragons. Danny, your thoughts on this one?
Well, the big story tonight, Junior is not in the lineup. We don't know what his status is for the entire game, but he was spotted in street clothes. Overall, a huge blow to the Eagles.
Injured tayo.
There's the tip. And the Eagles look to make something happen. And that pass is airmailed and thrown out of bounds.
Oh, that can't feel good. The Eagles look really sloppy here early. This could be a long night for them.
And he controls it up top. Come on! Backdoor cut. Easy look. And he missed it. How'd that not go in?
Devastating miss right there. The Eagles can't get anything going.
And the ball's knocked loose. Here the Dragons go the other way. A 2-on-1, and they'll finish with an easy bucket.
Newark just looks lost, Joe, without Junior in the lineup.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The Dragons are out in front. They lead by 13. And with the teams headed to the locker room, we'll step aside. Back shortly with the third quarter.
All right, fellas. Here's the deal. We're getting blown out. Getting outplayed, out-hustled, outworked. All right? Second half, I don't care what happens. I want you to play hard every possession. Ball, rebound, play D every possession. Get some stops. All right? Now we can work ourselves back into this. Yeah, you play at a time, all right? That's good. You getting better?
Wawa naman ako. Wala makitulong sa basketball.
y'all, huddle up. Y'all playing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet.
Settle down. Settle down. We talked about this. You need to keep that knee in check.
Nah, I'm good to go, coach. It's my choice.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
Ito na.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Win.
Lalaro na tayo.
Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
Ayan na. Lalaro na tayo. Kahit Pilay. Hinaantay na tayo ng mga tao kahit Pilay.
I don't have any speeches for you. Just possessions. One at a time.
Go.
Let's turn this thing around right now. Go time on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go time.
So ito na nga po. Lalaro tayo kahit medyo Pilay tayo. Ayan.
And Junior playing on a weakened knee. You just wonder how long he's going to be able to last out there. Surely they'll want to take precaution with him.
And here's Sean Powell from the arc. Here's Newark East, trailing by 13.
Tres mo.
And Junior can't connect there. The knee could still be an issue. And it's Zadirko laying it in.
Look how
Shooting guard ka, hindi ka
he always
sentro.
gives 110% on offense to keep the play alive and ensure they score.
Pass to Junior.
Press.
And a
Come
misfire
on.
there from Junior. Wonder if that leg is still bothering him. Junior with the steal.
Uy.
Out of bounds, it'll be Dragons ball. Poked away. Coral with it. Guarded by Zadirko. Gets the 3 ball to go.
An impressive read from Coral. It helps when the big man spots his open guys.
And you look at Powell, just a tremendous athlete. Who does he remind you of, guys?
Well, the first guy you have to think of is Aaron Gordon. He has that blend of athleticism and speed and power, too. I mean, that has scouts just drooling all over this guy. He plays like a walking highlight reel. The second half, off to a bumpy start, only hitting one of their first 4 shots.
Pass to Zadirko. 2 points as that one goes.
Sensing the open man, getting it to him. Day doing a perfect job sharing the wealth.
And here's Powell. Back to Coral. Pass to Powell. Coral with it. Gibson. Dillard shot is good.
Like seeing Dillard make use of the perimeter. When the D gives him that shot, he takes it.
Timeout called by the Eagles.
Every team goes through cold streaks. The coach has to be concerned right now.
Well, I'd like to see them attack the bucket. Maybe draw some fouls. Get some freebies.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Well, throughout this season, Junior has been playing in the shadow of his dad. Duke was just a huge figure in the basketball community of this area.
And that's been an added layer to his success, following his father's footsteps after his passing. Junior's story is one that you could see in a documentary one day.
Junior with the block.
On defense, Junior can get very tenacious. Here he manages to completely shut the shooter down with a big block.
Pass to Junior.
That's just an excellent box out, keeping himself between his man and the basket.
And it's blocked by Lack. Here's Junior. Guarded by Gibson. And you can tell that Juniors is fighting through it right now. Very hard for him.
I agree, absolutely. You wonder if it's the right move for him to step on the floor in this one. The concern is that he could injure his leg further by continuing to play on it.
Hodkins outside. Swings it to Stauffer. Outside Jones. Cue up the return to sender.
I love when Marcelo leverages his reach and height on D, able to cleanly deny the shot attempt.
Junior just can't seem to get anything going right now, and you can just tell that he isn't close to 100% right now.
And the starting small forward for the Dragons, Reese Jones. Coming off an MCL injury over summer, but athleticism has never been his game.
Yeah, he's always played a bit taller than he actually is. He can give you a little bit of everything, and you hope that that leg holds up the rest of this season.
And here are the Eagles now. 11-point game. Again with the miss there. Junior really struggling to play to his normal standards.
That's the struggle. You can't get too physical with brothers because when you do, he draws a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good.
Shooting for the Eagles, Thomas Brothers. At the line for two.
He hits the second from the line. It's Dillard outside.
Even though he's little compared to the big men on the floor, he's done some tall work on those boards.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
The commitment of Mason, taking the punishment and just powering his way through it all.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And it's hard to shake off just how disjointed the Eagles looked in the first half. Hopefully the return of Junior will get this team back on track.
And after a start like that, you really just have to hit the reset button at halftime. Coach Bishop probably sat them down and told them, just win the next 2 quarters. Don't worry about that first half.
Mason with the steal. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Dragons up by 7. And we'll be back
Hello sa 3 viewers. What's up, guys?
Well, as the fourth quarter gets going,
share nyo naman ang live stream natin.
Teams
Kalat
making
nyo
some
naman
changes
para
here.
basura. Isipin nyo ang ating live stream basura. Para kumalat.
And credit the initiative of Zadirka. Like seeing it take it strong and heard the call.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And so he makes both at the line that time.
Flawless trip to the free throw line, and that gap just got a little narrower.
Isipin nyo guys, parang basura yan.
Stolen by Lack. And what a morale boost it must be to have Junior back on the floor. He might not be at 100%, but just having him as a threat out there as a scorer and defender makes everyone feel and play better. Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him.
Stuffer, that's good.
You can tell Dillard has a great awareness for the floor. He spots the wide open man, right away gets him the ball.
Ayusin ko pa yung sa ano nito. Settings nito para hindi masyadong malag. Bang!
Hey defense, nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. He just can't seem to dial it up this half.
Sinks it from distance.
coming through in a big moment. Lack taking over this possession and delivering for his team. You love to see it.
And now they decide to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
The clock's their worst enemy right now.
They need to work very quickly. And that one's good.
Proving he has the clutch gene. Day taking command and coming up big for his team.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Well, you look at the last few games of the Dragon. It shouldn't be a surprise that they come out firing. This team has really been on a roll.
A number of quality wins for North High in their last handful of games. The team's peaking at the right time, that's for sure. And if the first half is any indication, they're a force to be reckoned with the rest of the way.
A lot of bricks put up off his shots, and one reason is he keeps trying to force it when he's guarded. Move the ball around.
Machine ko muna settings ito after.
At the line for 2. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop.
I think that this deficit is just too much to overcome.
You said it. There just isn't enough ticks left in that clock.
Final buzzer sounds, and that'll do it. Dragons are able to maintain the lead they built at halftime and get a big win for the school here in Europe.
Yeah, the Eagles did everything they could to make it interesting. I mean, Junior gave them a spark, but in the end, the hole they dug in the first half was just too deep.
And it just goes to show that it takes 4 quarters of excellent play to win a game. North High were the better team start to finish, and they buried the Eagles in that first half.
And that'll be it for us here in Newark. For Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger, I'm Joe Lamy. We hope to see you again for our next presentation of Garden State IAA Sports.
Hero stuff. Even in the loss, you're a fighter.
Thanks, Arch.
Remember, rice it. Rest, ice, compress, and elevate that knee.
Yeah, no doubt all week.
Hey. Focus on the invitation. That's all that matters now. Understood?
Thanks, Arch.
Junior, rice it.
Yeah.
Grabe naman yun. Teka lang ah.
How you gonna run the world? You can't even run your life. I'm destiny's child, every day I survive. No time to plan, how to improvise. If you was real, you'll recognize. How do you sleep at night when you don't even fight for your right? How do you sleep at night when you never even fight for your right? You can't see my face, I'm like I gotta start bread, cut and
Quit muna tayo, quit settings muna unahin.
I'll get all and all of them. I'm a Bobby. I got one like Nikki and one like Cardi. You won't see me and Riri in a Rari. I'm the father, I'm giving the orders. How can my man overcharge us? I had to finesse, I've done a koalas. I won't ever rest, that's why I'm the hardest. Get the bread, avoid the drama. You can avoid the feds, but not the karma. Protect your chest with
Balik
body
yung tayo sa stream natin.
and get the from the farm. I ain't around the world, you can't even run your life. I'm destiny's child, every day I survive. No time to plan how to improvise. If you was real, you'll recognize. How do you sleep at night?
So, di pa shoutout at sa mga ka-workers ko. Gago si Reg. Shoutout sa Reg.
But hold it steady. Skinny man, but I'm rolling heavy. I saw boy them flying in a heli. It was a big dilemma like Nelly and Kelly. Made a list of all my goals like my name is Ellie. I was a real. The only way to repay him is to give him the world. And when I get my own wife as well, 100 racks on my belt. And as long as I'm alive, we can never fail. What's a new?
Ate medium pare.
Right now I got a stack and pay for my tax. Used to, but I still play with the axe. Now I do rap, but I still play with the. I ain't gonna run the world, you can't even run your life. I'm destiny's child, every day I survive. No time to plan how to improvise. If you was real, you'll recognize. How do you sleep at night? You don't even fight for your right. How do you sleep at night? When you never even fight for your right. I ain't gonna run the world, you can't even run your life. I'm destiny's child, every day I survive. No time to plan how to improvise. If you was real, you'll recognize. How do you sleep at night? When you don't even fight for your
Okay,
right.
try na natin ulit.
How do you sleep at night? When you never even fight for your right.
Testing.
Hey, I want all of that.
Kaya nga pala ano eh. Okay naman pala yung stream ko sa ano. Ayan o. Naglalaro lang yung sabog. Hindi ko alam ah. Sana naman maging okay na to. Ay. Di pa rin.
Recruiters everywhere. Oh, my man, Jimmy, even got big Liz up there. Evan, Chuck, a couple of heavy hitters in the NBA even getting an early look. Man, it's all happening, Junior.
Di pa
How you
rin.
feel?
Di ko alam. Titingnan ko na lang sa YouTube mamaya yung settings nito.
You look stressed, aren't you?
Well, that's okay, because I'm not playing. Look, when would
Best
be ideal?
settings.
Skills matter. You know, positive
Para sana
possessions,
natin.
tempo, your demeanor in the warm-ups, your focus in huddles. Every player is an investment. They're going to be trying to get all kinds of intel to make sure you're a good fit.
Write that down. Bigger than Broadway. The Hendrix Cobb experience is about to light this city up.
Hendrix, have you narrowed down on any college selections, or are you planning on jumping overseas?
Yo! I mean, I heard we was playing you, but I had to come see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you back playing. This is where you belong. On the court.
That's what's up, man. How's New Orleans, though?
Home. It's good. I'm gonna hit shoot around.
All right.
See you on the floor?
Yep.
I know that's your friend and all, but you need to stay focused. You light him up and the world will open up for you.
All right. You need to reel it in now.
I'm serious.
Nah, I'm serious too, man. It's just pain in your neck is bulging right now, man, and I'm worried about you.
Ain't no vein in my neck bulging. How big is it?
Man, I'm just saying, you need to worry about your salt intake. That's all.
See, now you're pushing it.
I done played basketball before. I know what this game's about. I know how to win. As soon as that tip goes up, ain't no friends no more. Don't worry, Arch. I got it.
No. This room's for players and coaches only. Out.
Oh, it's okay, Coach. Use
I
me.
know exactly who he is. Out!
Come on now, don't hold back. Tell me how you really
This is
feel.
funny to you?
No, it's not. But it's your show, right, Henry?
Yeah. What's he gonna owe you after all this?
Nothing. Nothing at all, Coach. Have a great game, Junior.
Thanks, Sarge.
It's all up to you now. Go get him.
So as I was telling you.
Tagal nung ano. Ayan na.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Barclays Center. We're here for the final game in the Battle of Brooklyn. I'm Joe Lamy, alongside
Final?
Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Great
Final,
matchup in
pero
this one
puro
between
talo.
Louisiana Northeast and Newark East.
Sure is, Joe. Both teams have looked impressive lately. But you'd have to be a fool to think this isn't Louisiana Northeast to lose. They're led by top recruit Hendrix Cobb. This team is tops in the country.
God,
The depth
Agro
and
is
talent of the
weird.
Civic Cats will be hard to match, but the Northeast
Pasok sa akin.
Eagles are no
Papakita ko
slouches,
kayo ng
and
malapit
they
na
play
3
with heart
points.
all season long.
Charot lang.
They also have a surprise star in Junior that can provide matchup issues for the Civic Cats.
Either way, we'll be in for a treat as the top talent in high school hoops hits the floor. The scouts will be tuned in for this one as the
May
Battle
pilay
of
pa yan.
Brooklyn is on its way. And now the lineup for Newark East. Team captain Day is the point, with the talented Junior at the 2. Black and Zadirko are the front court pair at the 3 and the 4, and Marceta gets to start at center. And for Louisiana Northeast, they'll be going with Davidson at the point with the star Cobb to his side. At the 3 and 4, you have Splitter and Teddy Edwards, another
Teddy
star
kasi.
standout. In the middle of it all is Mushi
Oh
Fresh.
my God.
And what a moment for both of these teams getting to play here at Barclays. A great setting for a great finale to the Battle of Brooklyn.
It's so exciting, guys. You got the top teams from around the country, and you know they want to use the best facility available. It's a dream come true for many of these players to play on an NBA court in a world-class arena.
And the miss there from Junior. Boy, he just doesn't look at full strength in this one. And a tough
Counted.
start to this game for Junior.
No, you're right. Credit him for playing, but the way he started this game shooting the ball, you have to assume the knee is an issue. And it'll continue to be an issue for him all game long.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Growing up in Newark has its perks. Junior got to hone his skills on the hard courts, not too far away in New York City.
My
And
gosh.
playing in those pickup games is great experience for a young player.
And for KJ Day, a long-time figure for the Eagles. This is his last appearance for this school.
And Day has been the model for everything you want from a four-year player for the Eagles. He made varsity as a sophomore and has been a huge part of the team since day one. Great career for him in Newark East, and I'm sure he'll keep playing somewhere at the next level.
Press.
And Junior looking a bit winded
What?
out there. Wonder if that injury is still bothering him.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off.
He just doesn't look confident right now, and it's showing with how he's shooting the ball.
Out of rhythm in the worst way.
Sorry.
Here's Davidson. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
This is a quarter I'm sure he'd rather forget.
Yeah, he needs to put this one behind him and move on. Also, make some fresh adjustments.
And only one injury to report for the Eagles in this one. Junior's still not at full strength.
The team was hoping that Junior's knee would have been fully healed by now, but it just hasn't recovered the way they wanted. He'll be available for them, but he isn't close to 100%. He might even be on a minutes restriction.
And the first one at the line is good.
With all the talent on the Civic Cats, they need a point guard who brings out the best in everyone around him. Davidson.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second. Not the best shooting night for Junior, and you wonder if his knee is the issue.
He might not be making a big deal or show out of it, but the numbers say it's bothering him still. He just doesn't seem to have it tonight.
Gusto naman.
It's almost like he's trying to make things harder.
Sobrang lag pa.
He's stuck in quicksand. Work around it and get an easier shot. Golden opportunity to finish the break, and he botches it.
You simply can't be missing finishes like that.
And even though he's out there and playing, Junior just doesn't seem like he's his usual self.
I would guess that he just doesn't have the same endurance as he normally does. I mean, he's moving fine, but everything seems to be a bit tougher for him tonight.
And for Junior, the interest in him from colleges has been
Testing
growing
ko
all season
mamaya
long.
after ng stream 1
Chance to
game.
get some
Titignan
offers
ko.
some great skills to play at the next level. A prolific offensive game. He's a ton of fun to watch.
For those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter here.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. Might be time to take a step in.
Give it up for the little fella inside. Great rebound, and he had to fight for it, too.
Junior with it, and Cobb picks him up defensively.
Putik, ayaw talaga. Mahina talaga eh.
Cobb is quick to rise up and fire off the catch. Not lacking any confidence shooting the ball. Not fearing the contact. This is Junior's mentality. He welcomes aggressive defense on the way up.
The first one falls. So he picks up just 1 of 2 from the line that time.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game.
After struggling a bit in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second. As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him right there.
That play sums him up. He works hard to get the board and has no hesitation on the finish.
Junior with it. Davidson covering.
And it's pretty obvious what sparked this run. Terrific ball movement.
The guys are focused on creating opportunities for each other.
Oh?
His three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter, but it hasn't stopped him from attempting them. I think it's time to give it a rest.
For the Cats, this is more than just a road game for them. These young men are dealing with the first taste of play after traveling across the country.
Yeah, that should be a big advantage for the Eagles, Joe. They'll want to do whatever they can, keep their foot on the gas pedal, and keep the tempo of this game up. Hopefully, that should even out the talent advantage that the Civic Cats have on paper.
Tayo, sobra na naman.
Another miss by Junior. And so that brings the first half to a close. Civic Cats ahead, leading by 14. And with the teams headed to the locker room, and the second half of the Battle of Brooklyn starting up here. Great game so far between two fantastic high school squads. And here are the Civic Cats now. Fast break, here they come. A nice shot by Davidson.
That's a hallmark of a great team. They've been
Sobrang
crisp
hirap
with their ball
pagkalag.
movement.
Moving the rock, forcing rotations, it served them so well.
Out of bounds, it'll be Civic Cats.
Ayaw talaga pa. Teka nga.
Ball.
Eagles. Eagles sa lag. Eagles sa lag, Eagles.
Here's Junior.
Bang!
And a look at the Civic Cats bench. It's not the most talented, but the group is well seasoned. A lot of seniors who have seen everything this program has thrown their way.
That's where they want their shots to come from, and that's the passing it'll take.
Connects it from downtown.
We've seen Day's accuracy just continue to improve this season. He could be a real ace from the arc one day.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been pretty one-sided so far. It's the Civic Cats delivering the blowout. And right after the break, we'll get the fourth quarter basketball underway. Fourth quarter just getting going. The Cats have run away with things and have been relentless with their play.
Rebounding is the main reason they've been able to build this lead. It's been a dominant performance on the boards.
And just from a physical standpoint, it has been a completely one-sided game.
The senior point guard, Davidson. Awesome job recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
And Junior gets it to go. And as many expected, the Cats just too much to handle. Their loaded roster getting a big lead going here in the second half.
You can find an answer for Cobb. You can find an answer for Davidson, or maybe Edwards. You can't answer for all of them. That's when the Eagles are finding out, and tonight it's been all Civic Cats.
Teddy Edwards gets the block.
Looking like a younger Clint Capella, Edwards takes pride in rising up and swatting shots.
That one goes. Count it.
That's strong, fundamental basketball. Getting the ball where it needs to be.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And they're on the break. And counting 2 points with a chance for one more at the line. And that sends Junior to the free throw line. It's going to go on Benjamin Davidson. And that one misses.
Sobrang pangit ng free throw, mata.
Davidson with the bucket.
A superb pass to allow them to get behind defenders and to the hoop all alone. Guys, here's a look at Teddy Edwards, another fantastic player who is highly recruited on the Civic Cats team.
Edwards has the raw power and strength to finish inside against just about anyone. He moves very well for his size and is a natural finisher at the rim. He's definitely going to make some college people extremely happy in short time.
And he's good on the second. Second minute off the clock now here in the fourth.
Well, Splitter can't beat the coverage clean, but his competitive play gets his shot off and gets him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First one for him falls.
At the line for Louisiana Northeast, Splitter. Shooting 2.
He's perfect so far from the line.
They're working pretty hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more than they did in that first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses, and will go for 2. And the foul goes against Louisiana. No good at the free throw line. He's off on the second. And with Cobb playing back in Brooklyn, a bit of a homecoming for him, guys.
Yeah, definitely. He spent his early years playing in Newark, right down the road from this facility, actually. And at age 12, his parents moved to Louisiana, and that's really where his basketball career took off.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on James Marceda.
The Civic Cats had no idea of their good luck when Cobb moved to Louisiana a few years ago. What a windfall that was.
Substitution on the court.
Kawan naman kami sa team.
With the double. Count that bucket.
Good team play there. Sets him up nicely.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played just about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Watching the way Cobb gets things done on the floor is exemplary. It's easy to see why he's such a highly regarded recruit.
Everything comes so easy for him. Just raw, natural ability combined with a great sense of the moment. There's a sense that he'll be an impact player beyond the college level someday already.
It's stolen by O'Gallagher.
What?
Cobb with it. Now Evans defending.
You can see why the D is willing to just back off and let him shoot it from out there.
Good work there as it goes.
Scouts love when guys like Mason hustle on the glass. This kind of activity is impressive to see. That can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And that'll do it. Louisiana Northeast Civic Cats have won the Battle of Brooklyn. The top team in the nation looked the part as they took down several teams to come away with the invitational
Namatay bigla
title.
screen ko, kita
Just
nyo.
exceptional. When you look at the talent that the Civic Cats have on their roster, it seems
Hindi,
overwhelming
tapos
this is
na.
going to be the case. The Eagles put up a fight, but Cobb and the rest of the Civic Cats were just too much for them.
And when it comes down to it, the Civic Cats were supposed to win this. That's the level of success they expect. The talent they have makes anything short of winning every game a failure.
Great set of games capped off by a fantastic win.
Ay,
by the
nako,
Cats. That'll
nakakalungkot.
conclude our broadcast of the Battle of Brooklyn. For Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger, I'm Joe Lamy. Thanks for watching.
What can I say?
How about admitting that I'm better than you? No, that would be a good start.
Not going that far. Hey, you got me this time.
Hey, listen, man. You showed something to these scouts tonight. I know that. There will be others.
Celebrate with your teammates, man. You deserve it.
Whoa, celebrate. We're a travel team, baby. We don't celebrate. It's just on to Cleveland.
Ay, nako. May iniinda ng injury. Meron din akong sariling iniinda. Itong lag.
Man, this is it. College. Atmosphere, the tradition, coaching. It's nothing like it, Junior. It's a good time to get to know who you are, too. Get an education, you know? I mean, there's no money right now. The path gets easier for you to get a bigger brand once you get into the league because of all the TV exposure.
Yeah, like Zion.
Exactly, like Zion. It's not going to be easy. A few bad games gets magnified. Bad press snowballs fast in college.
Yeah, but positive press snowballs, too.
Exactly. So we want to keep it positive. I know you made a few visits, talked to a few coaches, but the decision is yours. Where do you see yourself next year, Junior?
Teka lang, naka-live ako eh.
You made the right choice, Junior. Let's get you on a call with Coach. I know he's going to be thrilled. I'm going to be keeping an eye on you, you hear me? So you think you're ready to declare for the draft? Just hit me up.
Thanks, Archie.
Moving into a bigger world now, Junior. Think you're ready?
Oh, no doubt, man. Let's go get it.
Oh, please naman. Paano ko kaya maayos yun?
I'm gon' let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gon' let it shine, let it shine. Light. Living and grinding.
College na.
Hey, I want all the bags, I want all the bags. Any disrespect and I'm on that. Never fall off, I just fall back. Never fall off, I just fall back.
Siguro dito ako matatapos yung live stream ko. Baka bukas tutuloy na natin yung episode 2 nung My Career. So, yeah. Maraming salamat sa panonood and keep na kids bukas. Bye!